for the conversation we're going to have. Lorena? Thank you, Madam Minister. Good afternoon to all the authorities that are here. As facilitator of this group, civil society, main groups, and stakeholders, it's important that this context of pandemic has been a challenge to increase the participation of non-governmental institutions here. We want to thank the support of the regional UNEP office to provide, giving us your support, logistic assistance to have two regional consultations. We have a priority agenda that we want to share that I think goes linked to mandate decisions and needs we have from civil society, and I want to mention, that's why it's important to mention that these spaces are comprised by organizations from the academia, scientists, youth, indigenous people, women that are participating. And part of this agenda, we have identified the problems of climate change in our region, linking it with the need to complete to SDG 13, but also to find in a locally the solutions regarding the search for knowledge from indigenous populations and have a holistic view of what we want to achieve after the climate crisis. Also, a transforming tool that has been mentioned is environmental education. We need new paradigms, but we also need investment in environmental education, be it formal and non-formal education. That is what we do and we follow as NGO. It's also important to mention that in the area of environmental governance, we have highlighted the need to ratify the Escazú agreement was a priority tool for our region. It's important that the countries that have not approved this put it in their agenda, and Latin Americans, I think, we think will increase the participation and protection of access rights. We have to rescue, that is urgent to work a common position in the countries of the regions to adopt agreements that cover the life cycle of plastics. Even though there is a resolution on the table, it's important that the region acts and expands this vision regarding the proposal of UNEP. We need other countries to promote public policies that go this way. There are other concerns that go together with energy transition, economic recovery that includes circular economy, the loss of biodiversity that you have mentioned, management of solid waste, that is a Latin American problem, but global problem, but with priorities. So it's important to talk on how we focus sustainable finance. And I want to refer that the pandemic did not stop the environmental crisis. It continues in spite of the health crisis. So we need to thoroughly revise finances and investment for sustainability in all our decision makers' decisions, in your case that you are environmental leaders in our countries, and also mention that it's important that you consider that civil society has proposals and we are working, there are specialists, there are representatives, scientists that can give you technical as consultancies, I would urge you to summon different spaces of civil society, because we need that interaction between the work we do from the private sector and what you do from the public policies. I want to say that it is important to change that vision and be strategic partners to take these common goals, because you can see that our agenda goes together with the decisions, and we want to promote more ambition to UNEA. So I would like to finish mentioning that we will be announcing dialogue spaces and proposals. Will disseminate good practices, observatories where we want to consolidate and show the work done by the civil society for the decisions that governments make. And call all of you to reflect. We know that Mother Earth is not only talking to us, she's screaming, we need to do something. Now is the moment, and we have to take into account, because we are against the time. Thank you. Thank you, Lorena.